Alright, what's up y'all? It's Black and White Country here, and get my Mountain Dew. But today we're going to be talking about the Craftsman Grinder and why she ain't no fucking good at all. I'm going to try to pretend to kind of sort of piece it back together. Okay, so it went like that, and then this part went kind of like this. Get on there, you bitch. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about the Craftsman Grinder here, guys. I had to take out all these fasteners to get her apart. And sorry if it's a little bit noisy out here. I'm working off the back of my truck. I think it was this way. Yeah, it was this way. Yeah. But she's a piece of shit. If you go back to the other video where I'd gotten it out of the box and I went over it and talked about what I liked and didn't like about it. And I mean, it's a decent grinder, you know, for new. But I mean, it has toolless guard positioning. You know, it's got a three position handle, a bit nice big button for the brake, you know. But the funny thing was that I wasn't planning on this grinder seeing heavy duty use, but I kind of just wanted to see what would happen. And this grinder didn't make it through an hour on an industrial, on a commercial site. Me and my coworker, we was using this cutting wheel, and we was cutting through some floor grates, like a little miniature mezzanine. And it's probably about 1/4 inch thick, 3/4 of an inch wide. Just cutting multiple cuts all the way down it to fit these things into these drain holes. Right, and this thing did not make it through that one task. That was the only other time I ever used it besides what y'all saw in the shop. Other than that, I have not used it any other time, and it crapped out right there. But if any of y'all are curious as to what the inside of a grinder looks like, you know, or what the inside of this particular piece of shit Craftsman looks like, then here you go. If I can camera focus. I mean, I know a little bit about gears and how gears are supposed to look. I've taken apart a few rear ends. Kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. These don't appear to be too bad. Not super psyched about the way that they just have a nut right there locking it on. And you really want some like special grease for one of these things. Let me get some more gooey shit out of this hole. This stuff is about like Vaseline. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Vaseline, but it's I'm you know, it's the stuff that they put in here is gray focus, and this, I mean, it just doesn't look like really heavy duty grease in here. It just doesn't. Handle, was never psyched about the handle. The handle was ABS plastic, piece of shit. I don't even know if I can get it apart with one hand. The nut and backer are, I mean, they appear to be well machined for the most part. No real complaints there. But I mean, I looked this thing over And I mean, the brushes don't look like they're fucked, right? The brush is that little the brush is the little thing that you can see right about the center of the camera. And they don't seem to be fucked. I've only got 2 brushes on this thing on the motor. I'm probably not going to go to the trouble of taking this thing apart. But they got some what appear to be pretty nice copper windings down in there. But, I mean, even so, this thing's just a piece of shit. You know, Craftsman likes to pretend that they have what it takes to hang in the real world, in real industry, doing real jobs. But hang on here. This grinder right here, hang on. Okay, this Makita, if this Makita was a 6, this Craftsman would be probably a -6. This Makita served me 6 amp, same amperage as this one. This one served me all the way through welding school, never gave me a lick of trouble once. I'm a way bigger fan of the construction, the quality, the smoothness, the power. Everything about this grinder is just fantastic. I wouldn't change anything about it. It's got a long cord. You know, the cord is made out of like real material as opposed to, like, I mean, it's gonna sound like real stupid, but generally the cords that have like this shine to them just seem real, just chintzy and gooey. And like, I wrap up all my grinders, and this one, you know, it's been wrapped up so many times, I've had it for almost a year now, that it stays relatively wound up, but it straightens out after a few minutes. This one has been unwrapped for probably an hour sitting here on the back of this truck, and it's still, you know, like coiled up. I'm just not a fan of really any part of the construction of this. I don't like the plastic shit on this trigger, on the trigger mechanism. I will give them this. They put a nice big trigger on it. Easy detents. But still, they're chintzy. They just don't hold up. And I mean, everything is staked on. There's no soldered connections anywhere on this thing that I can see, that I can find. There's another stake on connection right there, right where my finger is. I mean, it's just a piece of shit.